Love is often a confusing subject, more so for singles like me. I've been single my whole damn life. So far. So when I open up YouTube from time to time, I often found myself in these kinds of videos. Videos made by a certain group of people called Matao, man going their own way. Videos about the evils of Western women. I'm going to pause this video just to give you the context of my definition for Western women. Women, be it black, white, Asian, or Hispanic, raised in a Western culture with perceived ideas such as gender hookup culture, liberalism, or feminism. Note that this is a very generalized view of Western women, and I'm fully aware that not all Western women are like this.
Women are naturally miserable creatures.
There are men with girlfriends or wives who are always whining, always complaining,
women today
having no
are not
femininity, always
ladylike
nagging,
whatsoever.
showing zero
Women today
respect,
will meet a
and to
man
make it
asleep
even
with them
worse,
saying
there's
they
men
Many
out
women
there
are
who think
just
that
taught to
women
be.
are normal. They
They're not
think
taught to
that's
improve
just how
themselves
they are.
for a man
That's how
aside from their
relationships
looks.
happen.
Really?
Let me tell you,
Impress
Well,
They're
that's
working
women.
jobs that
Honestly,
they're happy
many
with.
women
not
don't.
experience.
Now, what do we learn from these videos? The whole narrative is that Western women are shallow, wild, miserable, materialistic, confused, cheating, immoral whores with no responsibility as an adult and blames men for their problems. They could make your life a living hell. Forget about your dreams, forget about your life. Being in a relationship with one of them is like a hole you dug yourself into that would eventually lead to lava. And that's just scratching the surface. I'm not gonna get into the divorce rates in America, which is incredibly high. It also includes child support shenanigans and falsely accusing men of rape and sexual assault. Do I really need to get into this? Well, the gist is, of course the court favors the woman, even though the woman presents little evidence, and that little evidence is possibly fabricated or just evidence pulled out of context. And of course, what happened to the innocent man is he got a permanent stain on his reputation, losing his job as a result, possibly forever, just because of this scandal. It could lead you to financial ruin. Why? Because she feels like doing it. She has the power to do it. Since she's in a relationship with that man, she must have speak the truth. Sometimes I ask myself, is love dead? Love is already difficult to find, but with stuff like this happening, it feels like love is damn near impossible to get. What's the matter? I don't get it. Why? How could people do this to each other? You think I enjoy talking about this? No. No. It feels empty. This is an unfortunate reality. I'm grateful that you confronted. It means you could protect yourself from the misery. Skullman, I want to love someone. You have us, me and Jifo. If you want to talk to me. Don't be afraid. Thanks. You have a video to complete. Stand and finish what you have to say. Okay. I got it. I have a dream to make comics, webcomics, to tell a story I've been dying to tell for so many years. And if I ever make it big, I plan to move to Australia. Of course, finding love there is risky. It's true what he said. My alter ego and I have something in common. We both want a serious relationship. And to be honest, I think it's gonna be really hard for an earthling like him. Yo, why bother? Those Earth women ain't got nothing like our women. Why are you complaining? I'm trying to relate with the viewers here, if you don't mind. There's no harm in relating with Earthlings. They're hardly different from us. Thank you. Despite what I've said about Western women, would I consider dating one of them? Hardly a yes. What? Hell no. They're hoes. Hoes can't love. You got something missing in your brain. I can fix it. Please, let me explain. Like I said, in a definition of Western woman, it is a very generalized view. Right now, I'm focusing on a good minority of Western women, the conservative woman. I would say that they are as rare as a diamond in a cave. Still, if I ever get to meet that kind of woman, I would have to put a barrier between me and her, and that barrier will be 50 times thick of stone wall brick. So in order for her to pass that barrier, she would have to meet a certain criteria of mine. It's not strict, I promise. First of all, age. I would like a woman that aged between 18 to 30. For a obvious reason. Second is social media. Now, how often does she use social media? If she's heavily involved in social media, like constantly taking pictures of herself for some cheap likes and praise, or complaining on Twitter, or get heavily involved in some internet drama, then I would kindly excuse myself. But if she uses social media just to pass the time, like watching YouTube or scrolling through DeviantArt, I wouldn't mind. That's actually much more attractive to me. Third point, emotional maturity. A woman who knows what's good and bad for her, which means she has gotten wise, making right decisions for the best of herself and others. Avoiding destructive life choices like drugs, cheating, and more cheating. That's the most evil things I could come up with. Finally, the fourth, intelligence. Look, I'm not saying that I'm smart or anything. You judge me for that. I'm saying that I just want someone to understand me. Someone who knows what I'm talking about. Someone who speaks my language. Like Skullman. Oh, well, I suppose you can consider me as one. Yes, you are, Skullman. And you too. If you reach this far in this video, understand what I said. Then I'm proud to say that you are on par with me, and I to you. So, if she passes all of those criteria, then maybe I will let my guard down and consider dating her. Note, consideration, not guaranteed. It's something I need to think about. In terms of personality, well, it depends. We'll see if we're compatible or not. I think that's all I have to say. Although, I don't think I'm gonna have much of a future with someone, now that I think about it. My alter ego wants to make webcomics. And being in a comic business is often time consuming. Often, you have to isolate yourself from others to finish pages after pages of comics. And soon, I will disappear from the face of the earth. Because he said so. He said so. Do not fret too much. We have a home to return to. Earth 95 XP. It's gonna be a short stay in this universe. I'll miss YouTube someday. As in the way of life. Oh. As in the way of life, indeed. For me, love is a big responsibility. And I can't take it, it's too much. In the busiest years of my life, how could I provide commitment? How could I provide affection? How could I provide pleasure? I can't. Not until I finish telling the story I've been wanting to tell in my whole teenage years. And I don't want a heartbreak to stop me from my prime. I have this passion in my heart. This burning passion to love someone. I'm sure everyone has this. But soon, it'll burn out. As I get older, I predict I'll be in my 30s or 40s when I retire from comics. Not sure if I could attract someone from that age. Yes, the possibility of being married is low. Having a pet cat or two wouldn't hurt. At least they're living beings. For those of you who are in a loving relationship, I wish you all the best. I wish you stability in your relationship. And I hope that you be grateful for your partner. Appreciate your partner. Every day is a Valentine's Day. Don't throw your partner under the bus. Remember, not everyone can have the luxury of love. Something on your mind? A bit. I'm torn between two meanings of love. Platonic or romantic? Romantic. Tell me of these two definitions. Well, the first kind of love is passionate. It's simple. You show your love to your partner by hugging, kissing, cuddling, and all sorts of intimate stuff. You treat your partner much better than anyone else, even yourself. But here's the catch. I learned from YouTube psychology that passion in your brain is linked with hatred. Which means that if your partner messed up big time, like cheating on you, your massive love could turn to massive hatred. Now you see the problem here. But still, it's passion. Powerful thing here. It could change you as a person. For better or worse. The second definition of love is indifference. You treat your partner just like any of your friends. You see your partner as your equal. All that kissing, cuddling is just a bonus. The presence of your partner alone is important, even though you don't talk to each other. You don't need to talk. You knew each other. You stick together because you knew in your heart that you need your partner. You rely on your partner. You love your partner. Although your relationship is not as romantic as others can be, you still love your partner. It's not a problem. Interesting observation. I see there's no reason to be torn of the two. I'm getting to that part. Which one is true love? Is it passion? Is it indifference? What is the closest thing to a true love? I can answer all kinds of questions regarding the philosophies of humankind. But love is a very different beast. Very diverse in answers. have to provide your own definition. Have you ever fallen in love? I have. All of it are unrequited. Damn. After thousands of years, you'll get used to it. If I'm a lady, would you consider dating me? Oh, knowing you as a whole. Yes, I would. I will love you, Skullman. I will do anything to please you. As long as you please me, I'll be loyal to you. Just you and me. We'll stick together. Don't waste it on me. Spend your youth on a woman you'll find someday. Someday. It would be a dream come true to be surrounded by your children. Thank you. What if I didn't find that someone? You know who to come back to. Feels bad, huh? Everyone's tired, eh? To call this video off, I have this last wish in the back of my mind. To slow dance with my partner. Alone together. In the dark.
Every time